in outshooting their opponent, 34-33 in that game, and really a tight game. But Brie Martineau, 7 goals in that matchup, 1 assist and 8 points. Really, the leading assist was Hannah Albrecht with 3 assists in that game, as both teams out onto the field. As we said, BW in their home white jerseys with the brown number and letters, and Oberlin in the gray with the red numbers and letters. So BW to start the game will be going left to right, and Oberlin going right to left on your computer screen, as Oberlin coming into this game, their first game of the season under new head coach Kim Russell, who's the former Baldwin Wallace coach here for many, many years. Players that you're going to have to watch out for BW, Brie Martineau, who has 12 points, who had 12 points last year, 8 points so far after the first game. And then for Oberlin, they lost a lot to graduation. They lost their top 3 scorers, but Sabrina Delianabas will be the big person to come up with 22 points last year. So the control is by BW, and it is controlled by Hannah Albrecht, the 3-time All-OAC player. She has it on that far side alley, tries to cut between 2, and now she sends it up top to Sid Chamberlain. They'll work it to the right side to Jaeckel. Jaeckel working it back behind the net to Martineau. Martineau, who had that fabulous game to open up the season with 7 goals, has it in the X spot. She'll go around singing, and she's going to swing that one through and into the back of the net. And she is just continuing to stay hot as she picks up her 8th goal. In 2 games, she has 8 goals. All of last year, she had 8 goals and 4 assists and 12 points in that game, as BW jumps out on top in the first 35 seconds to lead it 1-0 here against Oberlin. She had a great move from behind in that X spot, and then she was able to come around the crease and take that one home and into the back of the net as BW jumps out to an early lead, just kind of like the men last night when they jumped out to an early lead against St. Vincent. So now we'll have the draw control once again at midfield. BW leading it 1-0 as Oberlin in their first game of the 2019 season. And this one is controlled by BW once again. Picked up by Hannah Stein. She'll throw it up ahead to Chamberlain. Chamberlain drives it to the right once again to Brie Martineau out of Strongsville, the junior. All OAC last year. Now they'll work it back goal line extended to the left, trying to work it inside, backing off, just around the 12-meter line, playing it back to Martineau, goal line extended back near the X position behind the cage of Oberlin. Just underway in this first half of action. BW getting an early goal as they bring it out over to Savannah Jaeckel. Jaeckel trying to work it at the 8-meter mark. She'll take a shot. That one is partially deflected, but picked up by Martineau once again. She'll sling a pass out on front, and now we'll have we'll have a free position shot for BW right at the 8-meter mark near the top end. Play underway. Shot missed wide as Albrechta missing that one. The 3-time All-OAC. She has 94 goals. She's looking to hit 100 goals. Looks to be the 3rd scorer in OAC history to do that. Martineau once again, she gets blocked off. Now the pass they try to get it to Mackenzie Moran, and they're going to give, I believe, Martineau the free position shot just at the arc of that 8-meter line. She'll have it right of the goal. She'll be going against Sienna Marcel. Looks in, shoots this one wide, and BW will have control of it once again. We're down to 28-14 in the first half. BW keeping it on their own end of the field as Albrechta with it, trying to find a centering pass. Now she'll work it up top. Looks to go in. Still has control right in front. There's a shot that hits off the cage. Another rebound shot by BW, and that's going to go in. They got the rebound off the back of the cage, off the post, and BW was able to come in and make it a 2-0 game. Megan Patrick comes up with her 4th goal of the year. Patrick had the hat trick on Saturday as the young lady came up and got the miscue off the post. And BW now leading it 2-0 early on here in this matchup. 27:55 to go in the first half of action. And BW with already 4 shots in the game, 2 on goal, as they lead it 2-0 here early on in this cold night, about 35 degrees, maybe 30 pushing it. Temperatures will fall as the evening goes on. There is a wind coming out of the north here at Trestle Field at Finnie Stadium. Now Oberlin with the ball. They're in the dark uniforms, traveling right to left as they make a move towards that 12-meter arc. Trying to send it up ahead over to Delianabas. As she has it, she'll swing it over to the near side on the miss pass, and it is finally picked up by Haley Drapkin. Drapkin lost the handle of the ball, now picked up inside the arc. Oberlin recovering it once again. Delianabas with it. She had 22 points last year as that ball goes behind the cage and picked up by Oberlin. Oberlin 10-6 last year, right in front. There's a shot. And the score by Oberlin College as they get on the board to cut the lead down to 2-1. As the goal was scored by Leah Crowther. Last year, she had 14 goals. She picks up her first goal of the season as she had started all 16 games for Oberlin College last year. Crowther out of La Crescenta, California.
Goal for Oberlin scored by number 15, Leah Crowther, assisted by number 20, Juliet Moody.
So the score is now 2-1 in this first half of action. And on the draw control, BW leading it 2-1 on draw controls. This one's lifted, and BW will get control of it on a nice play. It'll be Megan Patrick. Patrick running on that right side on the near side alley. Gets it over to Martineau. Martineau now working it on the right wing. Left-hander goes in, looks, stops, reverses her field. Sends it back on a nice crisp pass over to Megan Patrick. Patrick now trying to work it on the island on the near side. Up top, Albrechta with it. Tries to get through. Nice pass in front. Little back behind the back shot. Oh, what a pretty shot there by Bree Martineau. Ho-ho! Gretzky-esque inside near the crease. And Martineau picks up her 2nd goal of the game and her 9th of the season. Oh, that was a pretty shot over the shoulder. BW now leading it 3-1. What precise passing by the Lady Yellow Jackets early on, and Martineau continuing her hot streak right now. 7 goals in game 1, 2 goals this evening. And the Yellow Jackets lead it 3-1. .26:46 remaining in the opening half. On the draw. Control picked up by, still loose on the turf, and finally picked up by Megan Patrick. She had 3 goals last year in a game against Oberlin College. Now Albrechta trying to work it inside the middle. There's a double, triple, quadruple team. Albrechta comes up with it. Her shot goes wide left, and it'll still remain in possession of BW. BW out shooting Oberlin 6-1. Pass on the near side, trying to go in. There's the double team, and a good defensive play there by Oberlin as they really cut off the angle of the attack by BW. 3-1 our score here in this first half of action. BW really putting the pressure on Oberlin as they try to get it out of their defensive end. Josephine on with it. Sends it up ahead over to Tess Siciliano. Siciliano, the sophomore out of Florida, passes it to the right side near the 12-meter mark. In front, there's a shot, and it's blocked. Oh, what a beautiful save there by Ashley Hildreth. Right there, dead in on her. She came up with a really sweet play. Now the outlet over to Mackenzie Moran. She's going to go on the run. Good defensive poke there, but they're going to say the foul on Tess Siciliano. So now BW on the quick restart. It'll be Moran with it, trying to work it right side goal line extended. She gets taken off the ball. BW will have control of it once again as they restart it. Martineau with it. Goal line extended to the near side. Now works it back in the X position. Here comes BW trying to attack. On that left side, goal line extended. Ball loose on the turf, picked up by Maddie Ray. Ray will send it up top. They'll play it to the near side to Albrechte as they work against the zone defense of Oberlin. Now they work it back behind the net to Martineau. Martineau, that quarterback for this Yellow Jacket team. Sends it up to Albrechte. Albrechte trying to come near the 8-meter line. Now gets double teamed. Nice pass inside. Low shot, and that one's going to hit in there into the back of the net as BW just firing on all cylinders this evening as they lead it 4-1. Maddie Ray coming in with the goal. And BW quickly. Albrechte coming up with the assist, and Hannah Albrechte last year, 16 assists. This is her 4th assist of the season. She is 3rd in career goals and assists over at BW. And she's 3rd on the all-time assist list coming into the season with 46. 24-30 remaining in the first half. And BW out on top 4-1 as the Yellow Jackets with 2 goals from Bree Martineau, Megan Patrick with a goal, and Maddie Ray with a goal. Leah Cauther for Oberlin with their lone goal in this game as BW, looking at the numbers, out shooting Oberlin 8-1 with 5 shots on goal to just 1 shot on goal. And if you were to put a stop clock on BW, they really have had possession on their own end of the field in their attacking zone and really putting the pressure. And then when Oberlin tries to get out of their defensive zone, BW is doing a very good job pressuring and causing turnovers. And the turnovers in the game even at 1 apiece. So the Yellow Jackets leading it 4-1 here early on and trying to make the debut of Oberlin coach Kim Russell, not a good one, the former BW women's lacrosse coach. And as I said in the pregame, BW fell to Oberlin 19-11 last year, so they're looking to make amends as we get ready for the draw control. Hannah Stein, the junior out of Medina, will be out there on the field for BW. And for Oberlin, I think it's Juliette Mooney. As we get ready for the draw control, they'll set it up once again. Clock down to 24:30 to go here in this first half of action. BW leading it 4-1. Draw control is picked up by the Yellow Jackets' Megan Patrick. She'll work it on that far side alleyway. And control will go over to the Oberlin College Yeomen. Once again, you see the defense for BW really pressuring Oberlin from trying to get that ball out. And they only have like 20 seconds or so to get it out of that defensive end as they're really just forcing the issue, pressuring in the backfield. There is almost a steal, and we'll have a foul, and it will stay with BW. Quickly on the restart, Mackenzie Moran Up the middle at the 12 to the 8-meter mark. Now she gets it to Martineau. Goal line extended to the right side. Martineau back behind the net. She'll look over the offense. She has Mackenzie Moran on the near side. Now she'll toss it on that far side of the field. BW will play it around the horn before they go in and make the attack inside the fan. Moran back over to Martineau. So Brie Martineau with 2 goals in the game. Looking to make a move. BW was content with sitting outside of the fan area. Now they get it to Albrechte. Albrechte trying to work it inside the 8, looking for a pass inside. Misdirects. Nice little pass over there. Coming in on a good move is Maddie Ray. Maddie Ray just really bull rushing right in there through the defense. Still has control of the ball. Goal line extended left side. Back to Martineau. Martineau looking to approach. At the wing, trying to get in. Nice pass inside. That shot by Albrechte goes wide right. And BW will get control of it once again as Mackenzie Moran will start it off to Albrechte. Albrechte tries to spin her way. Looking for somebody cutting in. Now the pass off on that left side. And that one bounced off as Savannah Jaeckel just got hammered inside the 8-meter fan area. And so we'll have a free position shot for BW. Savannah Jaeckel, 4 goals the other day, 1 assist, 5 points on the season. BW on free position shots. That one just missing. BW trying to put a lot of pressure. Now Oberlin finally getting it over midfield. One of the few times, and they did get a goal early on as BW leads this one 4-1. Yeoman with it. Up top. Passing it to the near side is Delianibus. Now she'll hand it off to Drapkin, who broke the NCAC record for assists in a game with 9 in a game. We'll have a free position now once again. Last year, Oberlin, 71 goals on free possession shots. From that right side, looking to go in. That one, nice block there by Ashley Hildreth. BW 0 for 3. There's a shot, and that one's going to go in by Oberlin on the near side. And coming up with the goal,
Goal for Oberlin scored by number 16, Allie Wessel, assisted by
Allie Wessel coming in with the goal. And it cuts the lead down to 4-2 with 21:34 to go here in the first half of action. And when you look at Oberlin, shots on goal, and their shots, 2 shots in the game, 2 of them on goal, or 3 of them in the game, 3 shots on goal, 2 of them resulting in points. So as we get ready for the draw control at midfield, BW holding on to a 4-2 lead with 21:34 remaining in the first half of action here from Trestle Field. Adam Mendoza along with you on BWYellowJackets.com. Glad to have you along as Brett Emhoff not able to get that as BW loses control of the ball. Eliza Amber with it, lost it on the turf. Now it is still loose, trying to get control of the ground ball is Oberlin, and they do on the far side of the field. Control now will be given to BW. Down to 21 minutes in the first half of action. BW leading it 4-2. Martineau with 2 goals in the game. Now on a nice run is Jordan Paw. 21 points last year for the Lady Yellow Jackets. They'll work it across the field. Sid Chamberlain to the right side of Jaeckel. They'll work it back to Martineau, back behind the net. Looks over the defense, looking to find somebody cutting through as she works it to the goal line extended near side of the field. Pass in front to Albrecht. Albrecht now works it behind the cage. Albrecht still holding on. And we've got a foul. And for BW, I think they're going to get a free possession shot. Yes, they will. On the left side of the 8-meter mark of the fan, as BW will get ready on this free possession shot. They'll shoot. They're 0 of 4 now, as that one does not fall for Mackenzie Moran. She had 2 goals against Oberlin College last year in the matchup. Oberlin now with control of the ball, back behind the cage, and still BW trying to put as much pressure on Oberlin, trying to get it out of their defensive zone. And we'll have a foul as Josephine Ahn got taken down onto the turf. Oberlin will have control of it once again as they still playing out a good defensive play there on the stick made by Megan Patrick. Albrechta with it. Tries to lay it up ahead over to Patrick. Patrick, left side, goal line extended, trying to work towards the crease. Got taken down on a hard stick check, and BW will have the free position shot at a very difficult angle left side of the goal cage. Patrick approaches. She'll stop, redirect, throws it low, and it will be BW still with control of it with 19:25 to go in the first half of action. BW leading it 4-2. Martineau with the ball back behind the net. 82 career goals, 5th all-time on BW's list. They'll work it to the near side over to Chamberlain. Back over to Martineau. Martineau looks over, goes behind the cage, works it goal line, extend the far side, now works it to the near side. Patience, name of the game for Martineau as she looks to find somebody cutting through the fan area. Now the pass to the left side to Jaeckel. Jaeckel had the ball taken away. Now here comes Oberlin on a run to the right, going right to left. Downfield, nice pass over to Delianibus. She'll work it to the far right side at the 12-meter mark, working it downfield. Trying to turn in. There's a pass in front as they're getting some really good opportunities. Oberlin is inside the other crease area in front of the goalie crease area. Now it's Siciliano with it, working it up on the near side to Drapkin. Drapkin will walk it towards the middle of the field, looks for a pick, gets to the inside of the 8-meter mark on that fan. Now working it outside. That's where most of the play is going to happen, inside that 12-meter and 8-meter fan area. Oberlin College trying to work a cutter through the fan area. Bet Emhoff with it. To the right side, stumbles a bit, now redirects, goes in, shoots. That one hits off the crossbar. Here's a second attempt, and that one's loose in front of the cage. And now they'll back it off once again. So we've had a couple of pipe hits as this one goes right, goal line extended to the far side of the field, and it'll be BW getting control of the ball with 17:15 to go here in the first half of action, and BW leading it 4-2. All the scoring early on in this first half as BW jumped out to a 2-0 lead before Oberlin countered with a goal. And then Baldwin Wallace went on 2 more goal runs before Oberlin was able to counter it and cut the lead down to 4-2 here in the first half of action. Martineau in the alley on the right side, trying to work it goal line extended. Now back behind the cage, passes it off to Albrechta. Nice pass up the middle. That good defensive stick save there by, as Sid Chamberlain had it, and Oberlin does a very good job defensively in hitting the offensive attacker stick to dislodge the ball. 16:35 will have a free position shot there for Sid Chamberlain right in front of Sienna Marcel. It'll be a straight-on opportunity for the Yellow Jackets. And for BW, they're 0 for 5 on free position shots. Chamberlain goes in, tries to bounce that one in, and it bounces over the cage and out of play. But BW closest will still maintain control with 16:30 to go in the first half of action. Yellow Jackets leading it 4-2. BW 1-0 on the young season. Oberlin playing in their first game of the 2019 campaign. Nice pass in front to Albrecht. Ball loose, and there's a battle for it back behind the net. And Oberlin will come up with it as Albrecht was not able to come up with it. Albrecht, the senior out of Uniontown last year, 35 points, 19 goals, and 16 assists. Now Oberlin trying to make a counter as they work it back towards the midfield. Ball on the turf, and the ground ball is picked up by Megan Patrick. She'll send it ahead over to Albrecht, who gives a chase, and that ball will go back over to Oberlin College. We're down to 15:30 to go in the first half of action as BW leading it 4-2. Last year, Oberlin had 17 goals on man-up opportunities, which is pretty good. Almost a good defensive play in that back as that pass was way long downfield. Ball goes out of play, and it will go into possession of BW. Hannah Stein, the junior out of Medina, making the run on the near side, now towards the middle. And the defensive play as they get it to Martineau. Martineau on the alley on the right side, tries to work it, goal line extended near side of the field. Now she'll set up camp behind the net over to Albrecht. Albrecht left side. Looking to find somebody cutting through the fan into that point area. As Martineau working it. Right then left. Now goes back to the far side of the field. Still trying to find somebody cutting through. Not able to. Now she'll make a move as she spins around right and left. Pass to Albrecht back behind the cage. She'll cut inside. Tries to get through two defenders. Now has to back off a bit. Now good defensive play there by Oberlin as they strip the ball away from Albrecht. And Oberlin will get control of it once again with 13:50 to go here in the opening half of action. Ball in the midfield. Battle for it as it is scooped up by Oberlin College. Ball traveled at least 10 to 15 yards on the ground. Finally controlled in the air. And good defensive play there by Megan Patrick, the midfielder in front. Intercepting the pass, but Oberlin now will regain control as the defensive setup now for BW. Oberlin in the dark jerseys. They'll call out the play as Haley Drapkin, the senior out of Boulder, Colorado, with it. Working it at the 8-meter. Now cuts in against two defenders. Drops the ball on the turf. Still a scoop and picked up loose. And it'll be BW getting control of the ball with an even 13 minutes remaining in the first half of action. BW out on top 4-2. 13 shots for BW, 5 for Oberlin in the game. Baldwin Wallace with 5 shots on goal. Oberlin with 3 shots on goal. As we get the play to resume, Jordan Paul lost the handle of it, and it's picked up by number 17. That is Tess Siciliano. Siciliano plays it to the right side on a bad pass, and it'll be picked up by, there's a battle in that back line, and finally scooped up by the Lady Yeoman. Back behind the cage, Oberlin College with it, down by 2. They work it to the near side over to Drapkin. Drapkin will look to get to that 12-meter part of the arc. Works it right of the arc. Good defensive play there by Sid Chamberlain, forcing the ball to go back out towards the top end of the fan. Now on the left side. And the whistle will stop play, and the ball will go to Oberlin on the free possession shot. Left of the cage. Trying to come in front. There's a shot and a score by Oberlin. Numbers a little bit difficult to see for Oberlin as their numbers blend in with the uniform. And the goal scored.
Goal for Oberlin, scored by number 18, Eliza Amber.
Eliza Amber coming in and getting the goal, the midfielder. As last year, her season was cut short due to injury. She started in 13 games, and the lead for BW now cut down to 4-3 here in the first half of action. So 3 different players for Oberlin scoring. Leah Crowther, Allie Weissel, and Eliza Amber each scoring a goal this evening here for Oberlin. As BW now holding on. The Yellow Jackets holding on now to a 4-3 lead. So BW getting back out on the field as they are out shooting Oberlin 13-6, but Oberlin is making the most of their shots on goal with 4 shots on goal in the game. But really the big difference right now is those free possession shots. Baldwin Wallace 0 of 6 on free possession attempts, while Oberlin College 1 of 2 on those free possession shots. Turnovers just about even, 9 for BW, 8 for Oberlin College. Sienna Martel with 1 save in the game, facing 13 shots. It'll be Aaliyah Crowther out on the field for the draw control against Hannah Stein. Hannah Stein last year won 50 draw controls for the Lady Yellow Jackets. BW last year averaged 12 goals a game with 12 man-up goals. They scored 214 throughout the season. 12 of them that were man-up, and they scored 52 from the free position. And last year, they were 70% on their clears. As we said, Oberlin defeated BW last year 19-11. And control once again later on here in this second part of the first half. Control by Oberlin. Working it up top. Now the drive inside. Good defensive play, but they're going to say it's going to be a free position. No, they're going to say BW will get control of the ball. So BW trying to clear it out of their defensive end very quickly. Pass on the near side to Cassidy Prather, up ahead to Martineau. Martineau racing on that right wing near the 12-meter arc. She'll play it back behind the cage. We're down to 11:30 to go here in the first half of action as Martineau and Albrechte, as she'll flip it off to Albrechte. Albrechte looking as BW spreading the offense. Now they'll start the attack inside the fan area. looking for a pass up the middle. Now they'll still have control of it, working to that right side. There's a shot, nice save after Maddie Ray's shot was blocked by Sienna Marcel. But BW once again will get control of it. Up top over to Jaeckel. Jaeckel with 4 goals the other day. Martineau now has control of it. Back to Albrecht. Top 5 in assists in BW history. Martineau inside. Looking to go on, and she's forcing the defense out. Still has control of the ball, cradling it in the lacrosse stick. Passing it back behind the net. Trying to work it on that near side is Megan Patrick. Patrick in front to Albrecht, and the ball is taken away. And here comes the Oberlin College team going right to left as Sabrina Delianabas with it. And she'll play it back over to Sienna Marcel, who was second in the NCAC in goalkeeping. Now BW getting the turnover, and they lose the ball. Sienna Marcel in goal for Oberlin. In 15 games, she was 9 and 5 last year, gave up 10.3 goals against average. Now Oberlin College on a big run. Haley Drapkin out of Boulder, Colorado. She was a second-team All-NCAC. Ball taken away on the far side of the field in front of the BW bench, and it will be BW control. We're under 10 minutes to go here in the first half of action. So if you break down the first half, 30-minute periods, we're in the final segment of the first half. You give the first segment, that first 10 minutes to BW, but Oberlin played well in the second 10-minute segment. So let's see what either team will do in this final 10 minutes of the first half. BW with control of it on the wing, trying to work it through in the middle. There's a shot. There's a goal. Oh, what a beautiful shot there by Maddie Ray, the sophomore out of Revere High School, picking up her 4th goal of the season. As Maddie Ray, actually her 5th goal, her 2nd tonight. She went on the attack from the left wing and then ripped that one into the back of the net. So Maddie Ray comes up with the goal. So BW leading it 5-3 on the Maddie Ray's 2nd goal of the night. And for Maddie Ray, 5th goal of the season, 6 points for the sophomore out of Revere. And for Maddie Ray, last year she attended and played lacrosse at St. Francis University, appeared in 7 games. So her career best, 3 goals against Center Kentucky. She was a 4-year letter winner in high school. Pass up front. That is to Delianabas. She'll take the shot. That is wide, but Oberlin will control the ball once again. Oberlin trying to work it up top. Haley Drapkin with it. She was a 2nd-team All-NCAC out of the North Coast Athletic Conference. Oberlin playing it back behind the cage, trying to work it to the near side of the field. Drapkin once again tries to work it on the wing near the 12-meter arc. Nice pass up front, picked up back behind goal. Stein extended. Oh, nice little give and go inside the middle, and the shot was taken up by Sabrina Delianabas. As Delianabas with her 1st goal of the game last year, 19 goals, 3 assists, 22 points for her. She was an honorable mention All North Coast Athletic Conference.
Goal for Oberlin scored by number 2, Sabrina Delianabas. Assist from number 20, Juliette Mooney.
Juliette Mooney getting the assist tonight. As you look at the roster for Oberlin, 8 freshmen on this team, 6 sophomores, but then when you get to the upperclassmen, the juniors and seniors, 4 apiece. So now Baldwin Wallace clinging to that 1-goal lead at 5-4. Hannah Stein getting ready for the draw control at midfield inside the BW Yellow Jacket logo. 8:13 remaining in the opening half, as this ball will be controlled by Megan Patrick. Left alley, working it, trying to work it, goal line extended near side on the far side. In front, there's a shot going up high in the upper left 90. BW puts it into the back of the net. What a beautiful shot as she went up top into the upper left 90 of the cage. And BW getting the goal.
Goal for BW scored by number 28, Maddie Ray.
Maddie Ray coming up with the goal, and that is the hat trick for her. She picks up her 3rd goal of the game, and BW leads it 6-4. Quickly, just like that, BW getting on the board as their lead was at 1, and now they extend it to 2. 8 shots on goal, 6 goals in the game for BW. 5 shots on goal for Oberlin, 4 on the board for Oberlin College. Eight minutes remaining in the first half. 6-4 our score. Draw control by Hannah Stein out of Medina. Up ahead over to Sid Chamberlain. Nice pass in the middle. They were looking for Albrecht, and that one got away from her. And here comes Oberlin trying to clear out the defensive zone. There's a nice intercept there by Hannah Stein. Off to Albrecht. Albrecht working it on the right side. She goes to the turf hard, and it'll be BW getting the ball once again after the foul. Quickly on the restart, Albrecht gets it back to Bree Martineau. Martineau, the attacker, injured last year, saw limited time. That's why she had 8 goals and 4 assists for 12 points, and already she surpassed that in 2 games. They're looking for lots from this junior as well as the senior out of Uniontown, Hannah Albrecht. Referees stop play. Could we have the... Now they'll come over to the sideline. So will it be just a restart for BW back behind the cage, or will they get a free position opportunity? And it looks like BW will just get the restart back behind the cage. Working it on the far left side with 7 minutes remaining in the first half. BW leading it 6-4. Maddie Ray with it in the middle. Good defense there by Oberlin as they just crowded the middle, as that one is flicked to the goalkeeper, Sienna Marcel, the senior out of New York. Again, pressure being put on by BW in that defensive end as Oberlin trying to look for a clear. Marcel back behind, working the pass to the right side, up the middle over to Holly Drapkin. Drapkin looking to go downfield, pushes off. Now she'll reverse the field on a nice little spin, but a good defensive play there by Savannah Jaeckel. There's the turnover, and again, another turnover, as you really can't check in the women's game, but you can go after the stick to make that ball dislodge. Now here comes Oberlin with it going right to left. Far side. Trying to work that play. Right side, goal line extended, now back behind the cage. Clock down to 5:49. Ball picked up by Holly Drapkin. Drapkin will work it around the 12-meter mark. Tries to spin from the right to the left, but got cut off as they go in the middle. Good defensive play as the defense collapses for BW, and it's picked up by Sid Chamberlain. Got the ball knocked away on the turf, and it'll still remain in possession for BW right now with 5:20 to go in the first half of action. Stein with it on a nice run. Gets through two defenders as she slices and dices her way. Now she's on a run to the near side. Puts the afterburners on as she gets near that 12-meter mark on a very good run to go through the Oberlin defense. Pass in the middle. Martineau reverses, shoots, missing on a good shot. And Sienna Marcel comes up with a save. And before the shot, we may have a free position shot for BW. And that is what's going to be the call. Bree Martineau near the top of the 8-meter arc of the fan area. She awaits the referee's whistle with 4:56 to go. Looks to make the quick attack. She'll shoot. She scores. Bree Martineau picks up her third goal, and the Yellow Jackets with 3 players with hat tricks on the night as BW extends the lead to 7-4 here in the first half of action, as BW doing a little bit better on their free possession shots. So Martineau comes up with the goal. BW now 1 of 7 on free possession shots and lead at 7-4. Martineau with 3 goals in the game, 10 goals on the season, 19 points in her first 2 games. She was an all-OAC member for the junior out of Strongsville. She's 5th in career goals coming into this game, now with 92. So she's looking to hit that century mark for BW. Under 5 minutes to go in the first half, and the draw control will be picked up by Hannah Stein. So the possession will go to Oberlin. Nope, they'll give it back to BW as Hannah Stein was fouled. She'll pass the ball off to Cassidy Prather quickly down the field on a nice pass over to Martineau. Martineau working it right side, goal line extended. Nice pass in the middle. There is a shot missed by Mackenzie Moran cutting through the middle. But the defense of Oberlin coming in and collapsing there. Now Albrecht trying to fight for the ball, flicking it up, and still a battle, and it will be Oberlin control with 4:25 to go in the first half of action. BW with a 7-4 lead. Last year, Oberlin College defeated BW 19-11. Oberlin College getting ready on the restart. Up ahead to Delianabas. Passing it to the near side. That one on the turf by Josephine on loose. And it looks like we may have a yellow card against BW. And we will have a yellow card on Maddie Ray, and Maddie Ray will head off the field. And so now Oberlin will have a man-up situation. Last year in the matchup, there were 5 yellow cards brought out in the game. So now Oberlin with the man advantage. As Josephine on with it. Now the control is for BW, and they will have the shorthanded attempt possibly, as they have one in the penalty area, and that was Maddie Ray. So BW getting ready on the restart, a man down. Passing it up over to Megan Patrick. Patrick looks for Albrecht on the left side. There's Martineau. Through traffic, up top, working it right wing, passing it back behind the net. If BW can control this for a good amount of time, we'll be back at even strength as Martineau now double teamed in the back. Ball got loose. And a hard foul as it is getting quite physical this evening as compared to the opening game of the season between BW and Center College out of Kentucky. Oberlin now with the ball as they'll work it upfield to Delianabas. She lost the handle of it. On the scoop is picked up by Hannah Albrecht, the senior out of Uniontown. Gives the ball off to Patrick. She'll work it to the far side of the field. On the pass, getting it to Sid Chamberlain. Chamberlain trying to work it on that alley. Passes it off on a nice play to Patrick. Patrick trying to angle her way left of the cage. Now she'll back it off and make the pass. BW being a little bit more patient as they work it to the left side, going in front of the cage, going upper 90. That is Savannah Jaeckel, and Jaeckel comes up with the goal. And for Jaeckel, that's her first goal of the night. And for Jaeckel on the year, that is her first one, or make that her 5th goal of the season. So Savannah Jaeckel comes up with the goal out of Lockport, New York, the junior. BW now doubles up the score and leads it 8-4 here late in the first half of action. And we were talking about if you cut that first half into thirds, BW controlled the first third. That's that first 10 minutes of the game. Oberlin, for the most part, controlled the second 10 minutes as it was down to a 2-goal to 1-goal lead. And then in the final 10 minutes of this first half, BW really taking control and leading it 8-4. Martineau and Maddie Ray with 3 goals. Jaeckel and Patrick with a goal each. BW out shooting Oberlin 19-8, but shots on goal 11-5. And 11 of those shots turned into 8 goals for BW. On the draw control, it is picked up by Delianabas. Delianabas on the right side, very nice run. Now she tries to pass it ahead to one of her teammates, but it'll be picked up by Jordan Paul. And stoppage in play and control will be given to Oberlin on the back side of the field, back behind the cage. So Oberlin getting a restart, getting everybody set. Pass back behind the cage. Once Oberlin gets those passes near the crease area, they have been very, very effective on their shots. Drapkin with it, right side, at the 8-meter. Spins in, goes in, shoots, and scores. Drapkin comes up with her first goal of the game. And it is now 8-5. Drapkin made a nice move to get the goal. And that cuts the BW lead down to 8-5.
Goal for Oberlin, scored by number 5, Haley Drapkin.
So Haley Drapkin picks up the goal. 5 different players for Oberlin scoring tonight. For BW, 4 players getting on the board. 2 of them with hat tricks, Martineau and Maddie Ray. So BW now with an 8-5 lead with 2:20 to go in the first half of action. We've already had 1 yellow card on BW in the game. Free position shots, BW 1 of 7. Oberlin 1 of 2. On the draw control, it is picked up by BW. The pass to Chamberlain up the middle. Chamberlain looking to the left side, drops the ball, regains possession. Now the ball's turned over as the Yeomen of Oberlin College with it. Down by 3, trying to clear it out of their defensive zone. Sienna Marcel with it, the goalkeeper, who's given up 8 goals today. Last year, she had a 10.3 goals against average. Long time holding it, trying to find somebody to distribute the ball to, and she finally does. Haley Drapkin playing it up ahead to Delianabas. to the right side as they move the ball very nicely. Now a pass up the middle over to Aviles. There's a shot inside and a nice save there by Ashley Hildreth. Boy, that was dead on Hildreth, and she was able to get that one as she sends the pass long towards the midfield area. Good defensive play there by the goalkeeper out of North Tonawanda, New York, Ashley Hildreth, the sophomore. Last year, 14.6 goals against average. Ball on the near side, and it'll be picked up by BW. They'll get control of it as Cassidy Prather out of Penn Yan, New York, the sophomore, last year had a goal for 1 point. Now you see Hannah Stein. She had some pretty good runs for BW as she tries to work it downfield to Albrechta. On the left side, Oberlin getting back on defense. Down to 35 seconds to go here in the first half. BW up 8-5. Trying to work it goal line extended over to Martineau. Martineau lost the handle of the ball, picked up by Oberlin College. Trying to clear it downfield, overshoots the defender. Now getting away with it is Juliet Mooney. Mooney has a 2-on-1 as BW tries to get back on defense. Mooney still with it inside the fan area, lost the handle of it, and it's picked up by Ashley Hildreth, and we'll have a foul against Oberlin College, and they'll get a free possession shot right at the top of the arc of the 8-meter fan area. Can Hildreth come up with a save with 6 seconds to go? There's a shot. It goes wide left, and it'll still remain in possession of Oberlin College as they try to quickly get a pass inside, and that's going to be the end of the first half of action here from Trestle Field at Finnie Stadium as the Lady Yellow Jackets of Baldwin Wallace leading this one 8-5 here at the half. Shots on goal for BW. 19 shots, 11 shots on goal. For Oberlin, 11 shots, 7 shots on goal as BW with 8 goals in the game, leading it over Oberlin 8-5. Bree Martineau and Maddie Ray each with a hat trick and 3 goals apiece. Savannah Jaeckel and Megan Patrick with a goal each themselves. And 5 different players for Oberlin getting on the board. Sabrina Delianabas, Holly Drafkin, Leah Crowther, Allie Weissel, and Eliza Amber all scoring for Oberlin in the first half of action. We'll step away for a moment here as BW leads it at the half 8-5 over Oberlin College.
www.yellowjackets.com. Results are posted within an hour after most athletic events. Tonight's women's lacrosse game is being streamed live with play-by-play by Adam Mendoza on the BW Athletics website at www.bwyellowjackets.com. All home women's lacrosse broadcasts can be viewed on the BW Athletics website. Congratulations to women's soccer senior All-American forward Rachel Bender of Massillon for being named Female Collegiate Athlete of the Year at the 19th Greater Cleveland Sports Awards. Congrats, Rachel. The defending Ohio Athletic Conference champion men's basketball team will take on Salisbury University in the first round of the 2019 NCAA tournament on Friday, March 1st at 5:30 p.m. on the campus of Oswego State in New York. The women's basketball team heads to Mechanicsburg, Pennsylvania to compete in the first round of the 2019 NCAA tournament against the Rochester Institute of Technology on Friday, March 1st at 5 p.m. on the campus of Messiah College. The women's tennis team returns to action the week of March 3rd when the Yellow Jackets travel down women's lacrosse team continues the 2019 season on Saturday when they travel down to Gambier to take on Kenyon College at 12 p.m. Select members of the men's and women's indoor track and field teams will compete in an NCAA last chance meet at either Tufts College in Massachusetts or at Ohio Northern University in Ada, Ohio on Saturday, March 2nd. The softball team begins the 2019 season at the Tucson Invitational Games in Tucson, Arizona, the week of Monday, March 4th. 6 members of the 5th nationally ranked wrestling team will compete in the 2-day NCAA Division III Championships Friday and Saturday, March 8th and 9th, at the Baldwin Center in Roanoke, Virginia. The men's golf team starts the spring portion of its schedule at the 2-day Pfeiffer Invitational, Monday and Tuesday, March 4th and 5th, at the golf club at Hilton Head Lakes in Hilton Head, South Carolina. The defending Ohio Athletic Conference champion baseball team will next compete in the Roosevelt Classic at the Snowbird Classic over spring break down in Florida from Saturday, March 2nd to Saturday, March 9th. The men's tennis team continues the spring campaign down in Hilton Head, South Carolina, where the Yellow Jackets will travel for 5 spring break matches the week of March 3rd. The women's golf team opens the spring 2019 schedule by taking on Trine University on Wednesday, March 6th, down at the Kissimmee Bay Country Club in Kissimmee, Florida. On Thursday, March 7th, the Yellow Jackets will compete in the Weber International Invitational at the Lake Wales Country Club in Lake Wales, Florida. The men's lacrosse team remains in idle until Wednesday, March 6th, when the Yellow Jackets travel down to Gambier for a 3:30 p.m. game against Kenyon College.
Well, both teams are coming back out onto the field, and I'm sure they would rather be back in the locker room area where it is most definitely warmer. Game time temperature starting, temperature didn't reach much out of the 30-degree mark. Currently, oh boy, it is a very warm 23 degrees right now, with the winds coming out, the winds at 12 miles per hour. And so temperature hovering around 23, that's a bit on the chilly side. With that 12-mile-an-hour wind, the wind chill knocking it down a bit. So as we take a look at some of the numbers in the first half of action, BW out shooting Oberlin 19-11 in the game, but shots on goal, BW with 11, Oberlin with 7. On free possession shots, BW was 1 of 7 on free possession shots, Oberlin 1 of 3. Draw controls, BW with 9, 5 for Oberlin College. So as we get ready for the second half of action, BW and the home whites will be going left to right. Leading scorers for the Yellow Jackets, Bree Martineau and Maddie Ray, each with 3 goals in the game. Savannah Jaeckel and Megan Patrick with 1 goal apiece. Meanwhile, for Oberlin College, 5 different players hitting the scorecard. Eliza Amber, Allie Wessel, Leah Crowther, Holly Drapkin, and Sabrina Delianabas, each with a goal in the game. As we said, 8-5 our score. Biggest lead for BW in the game was 4. Their second largest lead right now, currently at 3, as they get ready for the second half of action. It'll be Hannah Stein on the draw control. As you know, sometimes you wonder, is it worth going into that locker room at the half and warming up and then coming out to this 23-degree weather here at Trestle Field at Finnie Stadium? So as we get set, as the wind continues to blow out of the north at a good 12 to 15 miles an hour, it will be a bit chillier down on the field. Probably temperatures in the upper teens as the draw control is picked up on the battle. It'll stay with Oberlin College, or I should say BW, as they switch sides of the field. Bringing it on the near side is Mackenzie Moran. Working on the near side at that restraining line, back behind the box. Martineau with it behind the cage, working it to the far right side. BW again, playing it to the 12-meter line inside. Albrecht, or make that shot taken by Maddie Ray, and the scoop by, as that battle there by Michaela Jones and Albrechta. Albrechta will have it. She'll work it back and start the play up top. Works it inside, spins her way, looks for a pass, dumps it to the right side. There's a shot low and on the ground as Bree Martineau comes up with her 4th goal of the game. So Martineau with 4 goals tonight. Add that 7 goals on Saturday. She has 11 goals on the season, and that gives her 93 goals in her career. Oh, they're going to wave off the goal. And one thing, after a goal is scored, the referees check the stick of the ladies. And it looks like the mesh.
No goal for BW.
So no goal for BW, and they're going to take her stick out of the rotation, and that's going to stay at the scorer's table for the remainder of the game. So after each goal, the referees check the netting and the webbing of each stick to make sure that that ball freely moves in. And at that time, something was just not right. And they wave off the goal for Bree Martineau. And it still remains 8-5. And that'll give the ball to Oberlin after the goal was nullified. Martineau coming up with it with a new stick. Plays it to the right side near the restraining line. Working it at the 12-meter mark. Now cuts inside. She wants to make and get that goal back as she works at goal line extended right side. They'll bring it to the near side over to Maddie Ray. Working it along the 12-meter arc. Playing it back to the right. Roscoff with it. Back to Martineau, back behind the net. We're down in the first 2 minutes of this second half as Albrechta with it behind the cage, around the crease. Trying to work it through the defense. Tries to dump the pass in the middle. Now it is scooped up by Delianibus, who has a goal in the game. But now the ground ball picked up by BW. On the run on the near side is Maddie Ray. And the foul against Tess Siciliano. And they'll restart it once again as BW will restart it near the attack box up top. Working it back behind the cage, Martineau with it. She had a goal taken away about a minute ago. Pass to Albrechta. They'll work it up top. Now they try to make the attack on that right side. That's Maddie Ray. Working it right and left, but gets cut off on the nice defensive play there by Oberlin's defense. Martineau still with control of it. Back behind the net. Up top to Albrechta. She'll make a charge. Tries to get inside the 12-meter zone. Now she's marked defensively by Oberlin. And the quick penalty hit against Brett Emhoff. And so now BW will have a free possession opportunity. Right side of the cage for Hannah Albrechta. 1 of 7 on free possession shots for BW. Albrechta working the lacrosse stick. Passes inside. They were trying to go over to Maddie Ray on the play, but the ball is picked up by Megan Patrick and now recovered by Oberlin College. Trying to make a run on the near side. That's Michaela Jones as she spins away from the defense. Dumps the pass off to Drapkin. On the near side over to Brett Imhoff. Imhoff with it. Tries to work it through the 12-meter line inside the fan area. She'll back it off. On the block, picking it up is Crowther. Crowther working towards the middle. That ball bounced up in the air off a defender's stick and picked up once again by Oberlin College with 26:30 to go in the second half. And the ball on the illegal pick, I believe it is, and it'll be BW with control of the ball. 8-5, BW with the lead here in the second half of action. 23 degrees to start the second half. Chamberlain sending it up ahead. On the run on that right side is Roscoff. Roscoff passes it over to the near side to Jaeckel, who has a goal in the game. Jaeckel up at the 12-meter line. Works it right, goes around Martineau. Now back on the goal line, extended into that X position. She'll pass the ball on the near side over to Maddie Ray. BW lofts it up to Albrechta. Albrechta was looking for a shot. Now she goes in. She shoots. There's a save by Sienna Marcel. Albrechta made a nice attempt inside the 12-meter arc. And Sienna Marcel comes up with the save. Now BW putting pressure. And the ball is stolen. And the possession arrow after the check on the body as they get it to Martineau. Martineau, right side, nice pass in, but a good block there as she was intending that pass for Mackenzie Moran. Now here comes Oberlin College trying to counter left to right, making a nice long run on that pass. Bad pass as they were trying to get it to Juliet Mooney. And Ashley Hildreth comes up with the ground ball. Nice pass up front on the near side. Ball knocked out of the stick of Hannah Stein, and it's picked up by Juliet Mooney. Mooney right of the arc on that fan, goal line extended. Up ahead to Emhoff. They'll pass it back, and now BW will get control of it with 24:45 remaining in the second half, as we'll break it down into those 3 10-minute aspects. Martineau, right of the 12-meter arc, working at goal line. Cuts in between two, lost the handle of the ball. She was trying to cut back, and they'll have a stoppage in play. And BW will have the ball back behind the cage on the restart. Martineau approaches the crease, goes back behind the net. Looks for a pass on that right side, back to Martineau. Trying to find a cutter on that wing. Albrecht now trying to get that pass in the middle. Picked up by Patrick. Patrick lost it, and we've got a foul. So they'll say the ball will go to Oberlin College. Nope, we'll have a free position start for BW. Megan Patrick. 1 of 7 on free possession shots. Patrick with a goal in the game. We'll get it up top of the 8-meter arc. Passing it inside. Another attempt, and could not get that crisp pass as they were looking for Maddie Ray. So the ball will go over to Oberlin College with 24 minutes remaining, and BW leading it 8-5 here in the second half of action. Ball loose on the turf, scooped up by Oberlin College as they work it left to right. Good turnover there as BW trying to get control of the ball, and they do. On the run is Jordan Paw. Paw working it at the 12-meter arc. Working it goal line extended in that alley area. Passes it off to Martineau. Martineau has to chase it, scoops it up off the turf. She'll work it to the right side. Near the 12-meter arc. Gets it to Albrecht, who flips it off. Over to Megan Patrick. Patrick making a move left side in the middle. She'll take a shot. She scores! Megan Patrick comes up with her second goal as she sliced and diced her way through the Oberlin College defense and comes up with the second goal of the night, and BW now extends the lead to 9-5. Megan Patrick last year second on the team in scoring with 36 points, 31 goals, and 5 assists. Now she picks up her second goal of the game, her 5th of the season for the 3-time All-OAC player, the senior out of Kent Roosevelt High School. 9-5, BW with the lead. And 23 minutes remaining in the second half of action. At times in this match, it has gotten chippy with some good hard checks being made. There was one yellow card thrown against BW, and that was against Maddie Ray. So as both teams get set up on the draw control, BW has won 10 of the draw controls. As they set up in the middle of the field. And this one, it will be controlled by BW Sid Chamberlain. BW will get the ball on the little restart. Chamberlain over to Martineau, working it in the alley on that right side. Downfield pass over to Patrick. Patrick working in the middle to Albrecht. Couldn't get a clean pass to her. Couldn't come up with it cleanly. Scramble for the ball. Holding call. It'll still remain with BW. They'll try to put a little more pressure on Oberlin right now with that 9-5 lead. Albrecht getting ready on the restart. Just outside of the 8-meter mark in the fan area. Albrecht passes it up top. Over to Jaeckel in the middle to Martineau. Martineau looking to pass, but she got the ball taken away from her. Good defensive play there as Martineau hit Emily Berner in the head, and it'll be Oberlin ball. And the young ladies with no headgear protection, and really the only checking that you can do is going off of the stick, not on the arms or whatnot. You're going in attacking that lacrosse stick. Oberlin with it as they go left to right. With control at the 12-meter line. Working it to the right side. That's Haley Drapkin. Drapkin has a goal. Tries to pass it in the middle. There's a good steal by Hannah Stein on that pass. She has made some very good long runs to clear out the ball for the defense. Now it is Martineau working it right side. And she got the ball taken away, but the foul goes against Oberlin, and the restart now by BW. Martineau working it. Right side, goal line extended right. Now back behind the cage. Down to 21 minutes to go here. BW 1-0 on the year. Oberlin in their first matchup tonight. Kim Russell, first-year coach for Oberlin, former BW coach here, coming back to Trestle Field. Now on the drive is Savannah Jaeckel. Jaeckel looking for a pass. Off over to Moran. Moran in the middle to Martineau, but that ball got bounced away. There's a chase. There's a scramble. Albrecht tries to scoop it up, and she regains possession. Nice scoop right there on that ground ball. Martineau, goal line extended. Spins her way in. Spins again, looking for a pass up the middle, and almost intercepted by the Oberlin College defense. Now Martineau goes down to the turf. And it'll be possession for BW once again. Down to 20 minutes and 30 seconds to go here as Martineau with it. She'll look to pass it up to Albrecht. Albrecht making a drive. She'll shoot. She scores! Hannah Albrecht comes up with the goal for BW. And Albrecht comes up with her first goal of the night. And that for Albrecht is her first goal of the year. She has 2 assists tonight, 3 points on the night, and now with 1 goal, 6 assists, 7 points on the season for BW. And the goal does count as they check the stick. So BW leading it 10-5 as they double up. This is their largest lead of the game. Their previous largest lead was at 4. And now they lead it 10-5 with 20:34 to go as BW looks to go to 2-0 on the season. Once again, BW getting control of it after the draw. Chamberlain up ahead. They work it to Martineau. Martineau back to Albrecht. Back behind the cage in that X position. Passing it over to the near side to Maddie Ray. BW really looking to avenge that loss last year to Oberlin College at 19-11. Jaeckel with it. Right side. Back over to Albrecht. Long toss up ahead. Trying to work it right side to Martineau on the wing. Long passes up front. Now they get it back behind the cage. Albrecht trying to work it as she'll make a move inside the fan, but gets pushed off on a good defense by Oberlin College. So they're going to call 3 seconds. In the ladies' game, if you're in the fan area, a defender has to be near an attacker. If not, and the referees count 3, they'll call it 3 seconds, and it'll be a free possession shot for BW as Albrecht getting it at the 8-meter mark on the left side of the arc. Albrecht waiting for the signal. She'll look to go into, and got hit on the hands, and we'll do it all over again. Albrecht on the fan, near where the line comes out, on the left side as we look at it. Albrecht looking, trying to get it past Sienna Marcel. Albrecht passing it to the top. They get it over to Maddie Ray and trying to do something a little different as Maddie Ray works it back behind the net. Instead of Albrecht taking the shot, they tried to get it on the wing. BW with control and 18 seconds on the shot clock. Albrecht in the cage, tries to go inside the fan area, and she'll get another free possession shot. BW 1 of 7 on free possession shots. Referee trying to get everybody in place. Albrecht waits for the whistle. Comes in, she shoots, she scores again. Albrecht comes up with her second goal of the game. 2 goals, 2 assists, 4 points on the night, and the Yellow Jackets lead it 11-5. She came into the game third in career goals with 94. She has 96 right now. So the question is, who's going to reach 100 first? Albrecht or Brie Martineau? Martineau with 3 goals tonight, 7 the other day, has 92. Albrecht with 96. Who's going to reach 100 career goals first? That is the storyline between these two young ladies as BW leads at 11-5. Not making the homecoming for former BW coach Kim Russell a good one right now. But there's still plenty of time left in this second half of action. And again, BW with control of it. Again, working it near side. Megan Patrick. Back over to Maddie Ray. Ray with 4 points on the year coming into this game. Up top, they work it to Chamberlain. On the near side. BW taking their good old sweet time as they try to look for a hole in the defense of Oberlin College as they play it out in the attack area. Now they'll start to move it inside near the 12-meter arc. Chamberlain inside, backs it off. They'll play it up on the right side to Jaeckel. Jaeckel lost the handle of the ball, but Maddie Ray comes up with it. Goal line extended far side of the field. 18-12 remaining. Inside the fan area. Good defense there on the push. As you see Maddie Ray trying to fight her way through the block of Emily Berner. And we'll have another free possession shot attempt as Albrecht with it out of Uniontown. The senior goes in, she'll shoot, and she'll miss to the right, and it is picked up by Sienna Marcel, but ran out of real estate, and BW will get control of the ball. Jaeckel with it, trying to pass inside the fan, goes right side, she'll pass it in the middle, and we'll have another play. Another free possession for BW. 17:40 remaining in the second half. BW leading it 11-5. Adam Mendoza along with you on BWYellowJackets.com. Thank you for joining us on this chilly night. Yes, lacrosse is a spring sport, but it sure still feels like winter. Now getting ready for the free possession shot. There it is. Sienna Marcel comes up with the save. So BW now 1 of 8 on free possession shots. And for the last 2 to 3 minutes, the ball has been on the defensive side of Oberlin College. Now they finally get an opportunity to move the ball into their attacking zone, and they throw it out of bounds. 11-5 is our score. BW with control of it as the turnover picked up by Juliette Mooney. Now Oberlin trying to make the most of it. Trying to go right of the arc. Spinning back inside. Little flip pass. There's a shot and score by Oberlin on a nice little flip pass as Oberlin gets the goal, and they cut the lead down to 11-6. Boy, that was a nice flip in there as Oberlin puts it into the back of the net. They cut the lead down to 11-5. And so Oberlin with 16:58 cut the lead down to 5 at 11-6.
Goal for Oberlin scored by number 16, Allie Wessel, assisted by number 13.
Allie Wessel coming up with the goal. That's her second. And now BW still leads at 11-6. And as I said, there's still a lot of time. 16:58 remaining in the second half. Oberlin getting control of the ball for really the second time in the past few minutes, and they're making the most of the opportunity, attacking and scoring again within 30 seconds. So they're making the most of the opportunity and really pushing the issue on BW, and they've cut the lead. Eliza Amber comes up with the goal, and they cut the lead to 11-7. So they quickly get the ball, and they push the issue and go quickly on their attack. So BW may be controlling the ball on their own attacking end, but right now in the last minute, 2 goals by Oberlin, and they're quick shots. So you had 2 goals within 30 seconds here in this second half, and the lead is cut down to 4 at 11-7 here in the second half of action as BW needing to get back on defense quickly, and Oberlin coming up huge with 2 straight goals within a minute. Eliza Amber picking up her second goal of the game. Last year, her season was cut short to injury after she started 13 games for the junior out of Vermont. So they said a player from Oberlin came into the circle early. It'll be BW ball. BW getting ready on the restart. Sid Chamberlain plays it off to Hannah Stein. BW has controlled the ball in the second half, but it's been Oberlin that's been getting the quick goals. BW outscoring Oberlin 3-2 in the second half. Again, they'll take their sweet time on offense as they have Martineau up top. She'll swing it to the right on the wing. Trying to get to the goal line, extended right side. Now back in that X position behind the cage. Down to 16:15 to go. BW looking to go 2-0 on the young season. Oberlin in their season opener tonight. Albrecht trying to work it around the crease in front of Martineau. Martineau's shot is blocked by Sienna Marcel. That was a nice give and go for Albrecht over to Martineau, but now Albrecht just right of the cage and got taken down. So let's see what the call. They're going to say it'll be, wow, they're going to say Oberlin will get control of the ball. And there's a steal on a nice play on the defensive side by Albrecht as she came from the backside to make a poke check on the stick to get that ball away. Now finally picked up on the near side by Jordan Paw. Paw up ahead, over to Albrecht in the alley on the near side. She'll try to work a pass up top, and she does. Working it over to Mackenzie Moran. And now we'll have a yellow card against Oberlin. Or no. Looked like the referee was going to pull out the yellow card. So it'll be a free possession shot for Maddie Ray. She'll look up against Sienna Marcel. She'll come in. She'll approach. She'll shoot. She scores. She goes top shelf where Mama hides the cookies. And she finds one as BW now.
Goal for BW scored by number 28, Maddie Ray.
So Maddie Ray comes up with the goal. They check the stick. It's all good. And BW leads it 12-7 and extends the lead to 5 as Maddie Ray with 4 goals in the game. Timeout on the field as Maddie Ray, that is a career high for her. She had 3 goals against Center Kentucky, and with the 4 tonight, that gives her a career high as BW leads it 12-7. Timeout on the field. Let's take a look at the shot chart in this game as BW out shooting Oberlin 27-13. Shots on goal, 18 for BW, which has led to 12 goals. And you look at the percentages for Oberlin, 9 shots on goal, 7 of them going into the back of the net. So a very high shot percentage for Oberlin in this game. And as we said, when they started the second half of action, temperature at the half, 23 degrees with winds blowing out of the north at about 12 to 15 miles an hour as the flag to our right almost standing up with the wind. And so the wind chill factor down on the field really almost in the upper teen area. And I'm sure the feel-like temperature so as we have 15 minutes and 23 seconds remaining. Temperature right now dropped a degree to 22. And they were saying the winds will be out of the northeast at 10 to 15, and still with that wind and the wind chills, temperatures probably in the upper teens. Hot coffee and hot chocolate, that is the beverage of the night. And as we said, if this is a spring sport, where's the spring weather? 15:23 as we get ready for the draw. BW leading it 12-7. Control taken by Hannah Stein. Working it on the near side. Bad pass. And the possession will change over to Oberlin. Getting ready on the restart is Eliza Amber. A little bit different defensive strategy for BW in this second half. Early on in the first half, they really put the pressure on Oberlin when they were trying to clear out the defensive zone. But Oberlin has come back and shot. There's a block and a nice save there by Ashley Hildreth as the ball loose in front of the crease and picked up by Savannah Jaeckel. Now Oberlin picking up the ground ball. Backing it off is Leah Crowther. Off to Amber. Crowther with it at the 8 meter, spins inside, looks for a shot. That one goes in as it bounces past Ashley Hildreth. 12-8, Yellow Jackets lead by 4 now. And really, when Oberlin College gets into that fan area just outside of the crease area, they are making the most of their attempts, as Ashley Hildreth was not able to stop that shot. And the lead now is back to 4 for the Yellow Jackets. Under 15 minutes remaining in the second half of action, and the lead is at 4. Oberlin has made the most of their opportunities, 11 shots on goal with 8 goals in the game, 15 shots in total, 27 for BW in the game. Now again, they scoop up the ground ball. Picking it up is Sabrina Delianabas. Passing it over to Eliza Ember, right side. Looking for a pass behind the net. Now she does. Oberlin setting it up the offense. One of the few times they're not taking a shot quickly on goal, and they've had a time to set up the offense tonight. But they have been making quick strikes on the BW defense. Good defensive play there by BW. That is Megan Patrick, who came up with the steal. Passes it off to Martineau, right side. She'll make a nice run into the attacking zone. Near that restraining line on the far side. Goal line extended to the right, now back behind, looking for a centering pass. Couldn't find it. They'll set up the offense themselves. Albrecht on the near side. Tries to make attack on the wing. She's backed off at the 12-meter arc up top. She'll pass it to the right side. Back over to Martineau, the quarterback of the team, right now playing it back behind. Moran just to the left of her. She'll walk it out a bit. Looks to her right, now backs it to the goal line extended to Albrecht back behind the cage. 35 on the shot clock for BW. Albrecht trying to turn on the Jets. Moves it at the 12-meter arc. Getting pushed off on a good defensive play there by Michaela Jones. Now she spins between two as the defense comes in, and a good steal. Michaela Jones picks it up as she'll lose the handle of it, and it will be BW getting control of it. Quickly they get it to Patrick. Patrick tries to spin her way inside the fan area. The referee looking to reset the clock. And they do get a reset of the play clock. .12:29 remaining in the second half. BW with a 12-8 lead. Their largest lead of the game was at 5. Maddie Ray with 4 goals for BW in the game. 3 players for Oberlin with 2 goals. Draftkin, Wessel, and Amber each with 2 goals. On the restart, they get it to Martineau. She'll shoot it up top to Albrecht. They'll work it around the horn. Back behind, goal line extended. Trying to make a move inside on the wing. Now they'll play it back to Albrecht. BW trying to cut through the defense. Inside, that ball. As we'll have a free possession shot attempt for BW. Sienna Marcel will look to stop the BW attempt. Everybody getting set up along the 8-meter arc in that fan area. Got to wait for the referee to blow the whistle to go in. There's a shot. Sienna Marcel comes up with a save again. Sienna Marcel with her 7th save of the game. Under 12 minutes to go. BW with a 4-goal lead. Long crossfield pass as they work it to Josephine On. On last year, 3 points, 2 goals, and an assist. Now BW getting the turnover. Martineau inside the fan area. Gets pushed away to the left side. She'll work it back on the goal line, extended left side. Now back behind the cage. Clock down to 11.5 to go. BW up by 4. Martineau with 3 goals in the game. Leading scorer for BW is Maddie Ray with 4. Martineau working it around the arc up top. There's Savannah Jaeckel. Nice little pass inside, trying to get it to Sid Chamberlain. Can't get a clean pass at it, but it's picked up by Maddie Ray. Ray trying to get by. Bounces off one defender, sends the pass to the right side. Getting that over to Savannah Jaeckel. In the middle, looking over to Megan Patrick. Patrick lost a handle of the ball, and they send it back out on top. Albrechta trying to fight for it. She'll scoop it up off the turf. And they'll stop the play. And BW as Albrechta now working to that right side, trying to slice her way through. She shoots and scores! Oh, what a beautiful play there by Hannah Albrechta as she sliced her way on the right side, and she goes up top shelf. 13-8, BW with the lead. 10:34 remaining in the second half of action.
Goal for BW scored by number 33, Hannah Albrechta.
Albrechta comes up with her 3rd goal of the game, her 3rd goal of the season. That gives her 97 goals on the year. She is 3rd in career goals at BW. Leading goal scorer is Maddie Russell with 152. In second place is Caitlin Wheeler with 127. So there is a big gap between number 2 and number 3. And following up is Megan Patrick there. So BW with a 5-goal lead as they extend that to 5. Ball bouncing around the turf near the midfield area. Finally picked up by Bree Martineau, the junior out of Strongsville. She'll try to look for a cutter through the fan area. Plays it up top. Albrechta once again going through the defense. And they'll stop the play before the shot as her shot went above the crossbar. Albrechta feeling a little bit now as she was able to get a couple shots on goal, and they're really looking for her to do big things this year. 3-time All-OAC for the senior out of Uniontown. So the restart for BW will be at the, they're going to say it's a free possession shot at the 8-meter spot, I think. Nope, they're going to say it's going to go back behind the cage, behind the goal line area. Clock down to 10:15 to go here in the second half. BW leading it 13-8. On the restart, BW sends it around. Oberlin trying to put a lot of pressure. BW has had control of the ball for a good majority of the game, but Oberlin has scored in quick strikes. And there's a nice save there by Sienna Marcel on the BW shot on goal. Sienna Marcel coming up out of Slingerlands, New York, in Bethlehem Central High School. Under 10 minutes remaining in the contest, BW with a 5-goal lead. Now Oberlin College, when they get into the attacking zone, they make quick use of their shots. They don't really move that ball around. They have been a quick strike offense when they have had the opportunities to score. BW getting control of the ball at midfield. Hannah Stein, the defender out of Medina. goes through the defense, pass it to Albrecht, who's had a couple of goals as of late in the last 5 minutes. Maddie Ray looking to go left side, looking to go for a shot. There's a save off the foot and stick by Sienna Marcel, and Oberlin College will get control of it back behind the net. Now pressure being put on by BW as Oberlin tries to clear it out of the attacking zone. Bad errant pass, but it goes into another player for Oberlin College, looking for the run on that right side, looking for that quick strike. That was Tess Siciliano with it. Working it up top over to Eliza Amber. Amber makes a move, top of the circle, goes inside, she'll shoot. There's a save by Ashley Hildreth. Was able to come in and make the block of the shot. And BW comes away with a nice defensive stop. 13-8 they lead. Clock down to 8 minutes as Albrechta with it. Up ahead, nice pass to Patrick. Patrick has 2 on the right, 1 on the near side. Good defensive play there by Oberlin on the stick check. Zip pass on the near side over to Maddie Ray, back behind the net. Clock down under 8 minutes to go here. As Martineau comes in, she'll shoot, she'll score. No, they're going to wave that off. So that's the second goal waved off by Martineau. I believe that she was in the crease area when the shot was taken. So a second goal for Martineau waved off. That would have given her 5 on the night. Clock down to 7.5 to go in the second half. BW up by 5, 13-8, looking to avenge a 19-11 loss last year to Oberlin College, and really to ruin the first start for Coach Kim Russell over at Oberlin College, who was the former BW ladies women's lacrosse team coach. Yeoman with it, back behind the net, trying to work it outside. One of the few times they've actually tried to set up the offense, looking for somebody in that fan area in front of the crease. Looking for that cutter in the middle. And that's what they'll do. They'll look it on the wing and then try to find somebody cutting through the crease into that slot area. They'll work it around the horn. Working it on the right side, down to 6.5 to go in the game. Only a 5-goal lead for BW. Their biggest lead of the game. Trying to find something in the middle, trying to spin their way. There's a shot, there's a save by Hildreth again. And we're going to have a yellow card called against Oberlin College. So BW will have a man-up situation with 6:18 to go. Quick pass up front. Jaeckel with it. Up ahead to Albrechta. Albrechta has Martineau on the right side. She'll set up back behind the cage as Albrechta has it on the wing. Clock down to 6 minutes to go. So BW with the man-up situation. And Bree Martineau will restart the offense for BW. Albrechta with it. And Martineau back behind the cage. Albrechta trying to get close to that crease area. Ray works it along the arc of the 12-meter arc. Working it to the right side. Little love tap there being made by the defense of Oberlin College. Trying to go inside and ball loose in front. And we'll have a free possession shot for BW as the foul going against Oberlin. Oberlin College getting the foul. and BW will get the free possession shot, and they'll set this one up on the right side of the arc facing Sienna Marcel, the senior goalkeeper for Oberlin College. Referee getting everybody set up in possession. Megan Patrick will trigger the free possession shot. Question is, will she take the shot or will she look for a cutter into the fan area? She's on that right side. She's got 4 players to her left, 2 back behind the net. She'll approach. She'll goes in. Ball goes over the top of the net, and it will be BW ball, regaining possession. Martineau has it back behind the cage with 5:15 to go. Looking to go inside. There's a low shot by Maddie Ray, almost a worm burner, and gets that one into the back of the net. So Maddie Ray comes up with the goal. We've had 1 goal disallowed because of the lacrosse stick. And BW now leads it 14-8. Bree Martineau on the assist as BW leads it 14-8. Their biggest lead of 6 goals in the game with 5:14 remaining in the contest. Shots on goal for BW in today's game. BW out shooting Oberlin 34-17. Shots on goal 24 for BW, 13 for Oberlin College. And out of those 24 shots, 14 found its way beyond the goal line into the back of the net. On the draw control, they'll say the possession goes to, well, they'll redo it again. .5:14 remaining in regulation. BW up by a 14-8 mark. On the draw control, tracking it down is Megan Patrick on the near side. She'll toe that line on the near side, left wing, in the alley. Playing it back behind the goal line. Martineau with it. BW will try to use as much of the 90-second play clock as they get that one into Albrecht. She tries a quick shot, but that one goes wide right. But BW will stay in control and possession of the ball. Maddie Ray with it, works it inside, gets it back out to the 12-meter line. Looking to find somebody cutting through. Plays it to Albrecht, spins and moves. Now got cut off on by 3 defenders of Oberlin College as they strip the ball away from her. Sienna Marcel will send it up ahead as Oberlin tries to clear out the defensive zone. Crossfield pass up the middle. Now up ahead. They work it to Delianabas. Over to Emhoff. Emhoff up the middle. Inside the 12, inside the 8, looks to go in, spins her way. Looking to go inside, lost the handle of the ball as Hildreth comes up with it. Ashley Hildreth coming up with the ball with 4 minutes remaining in this contest. BW leading at 14-8. Maddie Ray with 5 goals in the game. 3 players for Oberlin College with 2 goals in the game. Martineau with it. She has 3 goals and 2 assists, 5 points on the night. She'll play it back to the far side of the field near the restraining line. Up into the box to Albrecht. Albrecht wanted to try to tee one off. Now passes it to the right side in the fan area. Looking to shoot. There's a little lofty goal hit by Savannah Jaeckel. It wasn't hard. It just a flick of the wrist, and it found the back of the net. 15-8, BW with the lead.
Goal for BW scored by number 7, Savannah Jaeckel. Assisted by number 33, Hannah Albrecht.
So Jaeckel comes up with a goal. The lead is now 7 for BW with 3:26 to go, and usually you'll see them take a good hard shot at the net. That one was just a little flick of the wrist, and it found its way into the nylon. As BW now leads it 15-8. BW, when you look at time of possession, really controlling the ball. And as we've said time and time again, when Oberlin gets it, they'll take some quick shots. But when they are forced to run their offense, BW comes up very well on the defensive side. And once again, BW playing it on their own half of the field as they'll work it back behind the net with 3:15 to go. Loose in front. Sienna Marcel comes up with it. She'll hand it off as Oberlin College now looking to send it downfield. Pressure being put on by BW in the defensive backfield. Now making a good long run is the yeoman of Oberlin College. They'll pass it to the near side. That is Michaela Jones. Up ahead to Juliet Mooney on the right wing. Passing it up the middle, tries to get that shot off on the give and go, and it goes away. Oberlin College will have possession of the ball with 2:40 as the clock continues to roll here at Trestle Field. Adam Mendoza along with you on BWYellowJackets.com. Thank you for joining us this evening. Chilly evening, 23 degrees. Oberlin College down 15-8 with the ball trying to spin their way through. That is Haley Drapkin. Now loose in front. Scooped up on the ground ball, picked up by Drapkin. She'll come in. She'll shoot. Another save there being made by Ashley Hildreth. Hildreth will run it out a little bit with 2:10 to go. There's a steal inside the 12-meter arc, but not able to come up with the turnover is Oberlin. Just that failure to scoop it up really cost Oberlin College that time. Emhoff with it. She'll pass it up top over to Haley Drapkin on the left wing. Down under 2 minutes to go in the ball game. Emhoff with it, right side. Starting to walk it in. I'll pass it back behind the net. Oberlin College is going to really have to try to speed it up, down 15-8. Drapkin up top. Works it to the right side. She'll look, she'll shoot, she'll score. She scored in the upper right 90. Not a whole lot of room there, and she was able to squeeze that one through the net as the lead is cut down to 15-9 with 1:21 remaining in the ball game.
Goal for Oberlin scored by number 5, Haley Drapkin.
Haley Drapkin comes up with her third goal of the game as she picks up the hat trick. And it is a 15-9 BW lead. .121 remaining in the game. BW looking to go to 2-0 on the year and avenge a 19-11 loss last year to Oberlin College. That ball poked up and controlled by BW once again, and that's been the mantra of this game: control, control, control. Maddie Ray sends it back to Bree Martineau. Martineau working it along, trying to get it through the crease, and stoppage in play as the defense getting called with it. They'll say the restart for BW back behind the goal line area. Down to 62 seconds in the game as BW with a 15-9 lead looking to go to 2-0 on the year. Pass up to Albrechte. They work it across. Trying to work it in and killing as much time as possible. Up next for BW on Saturday, March 2nd, they'll be at Kenyon College to take on Kenyon On the 6th, they'll be on the road for a couple of days. They'll be at Claremont Mudscripts, California, and then Occidental, California on the 6th and 8th of March. And then they will be at home against Allegheny on the 15th. As the clock under 20 seconds to go, so BW will go up to a 2-0 record as that ball played in the midfield area under 10 seconds to go. Emhoff with it, trying to send it upfield. They'll have the stop and play and the penalty going against BW. Down to a second, and that is going to be the ball game as BW comes up with an impressive 15-9 win for Game 2 of the season, and they spoiled the debut and the homecoming for former BW coach Kim Russell in her first year at Oberlin College. So BW wins this one 15-9. As we take a look at some of the stats in the game, BW out shooting Oberlin 36-20, but shots on goal 25 for BW, 15 for Oberlin College. Free possession shots, BW 3 of 13, Oberlin 1 of 3. And on ground balls, BW was able to pick up 20 and Oberlin 22. In the scoring column tonight for the Oberlin College squad, Haley Dratkin with 3 goals, Allie Wessel with 2, Eliza Amber with 2, Delianabis and Crowther with 1 each. For BW, Maddie Ray led all scorers with 5 goals, Martineau and Albrechta with the hat trick and 3 apiece, Savannah Jaeckel and Megan Patrick with 2 in the game. Hannah Albrechta with 3 assists, so 6 points on the night for her. Bree Martineau with 5 points on the night with 3 goals and 2 assists. So BW wins this one. They win it 15-9. They outscored Oberlin 8-5 in the first half and 7-4 in the second half. As we said, the Lady Yellow Jackets will now go on the road and take on Kenyon College as the season progresses, as they go to 2-0 on the season and Oberlin goes to 0-1. We want to thank you for joining us here on BWYellowJackets.com as BW comes away with the big win today here at Trestle Field, 15-9. I'm Adam Mendoza. Have a great night, everybody. We'll see you down the road.